Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, guys. I didn't know if I would make it today. I'm feeling like depleted a little bit, and if I like push through being depleted, then I will really have to take some serious time off, and I don't want to do that. So here we are. It is Monday. And one of the reasons I think I'm feeling depleted is Spirit's been coming through pretty seismically. One of the things that we struggle with as empaths, as people who can tap into other people's emotions or read energy, why do we get brought relationship that doesn't feel good or is able to be long term or is difficult? And one of the big relationship types, especially if you identify as an empath or a starseed, is the empath narcissist relationship. And it's one I've struggled with myself more than once. And I feel like for those of us who really do feel energy, we do get attracted to other people's brokenness, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or a family member. And you want to help them. You want to be beneficial to them. And sometimes you end up hurting yourself. And my big question, actually, for Spirit in the past, I would say a couple of weeks, has been why? Why do we have to go through this? Why do we have to have this type of relationship? Why does this dichotomy? Why is it here? Why do we have to go through this? And especially if you're someone who's been through this more than once. Once is enough. I'm here to tell you, I've done it more than once. And it is hard. And my big question was why? Why do we have to go through this? And so three things came up. And I'm actually going to write the blog and kind of flush out what Spirit's been bringing me on this topic, and then do some videos on it, because I think it's big. One of the, in my Living in Love community, one of the portals is relationship recovery. And it's for this reason, not solely, but the majority of the reason that I came up with this portal was because there's so many of us who have had this dichotomy, who've had this paradigm, this story of not being able to have that cohesive, connected relationship because of this dynamic between drawing people to you that are broken. I mean, I never want to demonize them. These narcissistic people, sociopathic people. And again, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a doctor. So please, take what resonates, leave the rest. So the disclaimer is at the bottom of the description box. But yeah, this is definitely a situation that we have encountered. And why? Why are we encountering it? And why do we have to go through it? And what does it bring us? What does it give us? What is the purpose, right? So we're going to explore that. So I just wanted to kind of give that to you this morning as to like why I'm a little later on this Monday. Now, if you've been following me, you saw that I did post the 1212 energy portal coming up. What is it going to be bringing us? Wow, that was a great video. If you didn't get a chance to look at that, please do. I was going to actually do a pick a card to make it more personalized. And Spirit was like, you don't need, 3 or 4 or 5 different readings on this, because basically, 1212, and I do read what the energies of 1212 are in the video. But this is about you kind of reclaiming your power and coming into a new cycle, new beginning, however you want to look at it. So take a look at that video, the 1212 portal. All right. So guys, I'm just trying to keep the light from reflecting in my glasses. So if I'm doing like this weird camera angle or not looking at you, it's because I'm really trying to keep the, when I'm wearing my glasses, it's really hard. And I haven't figured out the way in which to be able to do it. Okay, those wanted to come right out. So we got the first 3. All right. Wow. All right, that happened fast. I'm out of tissues in my, I'll be right back. All right. So be looking for that blog and those videos, especially in the Living in Love community. I'll be posting a pretty in-depth one in the relationship recovery, because I think this is a really, really important subject, especially for those of you just coming out of this dynamic, and those of you who maybe have had this pattern and you want to know how to break the cycle, right? So I'm really looking forward to doing all of this content for you in the next couple of days. I don't know if I'll get it all done today, because again, I really want to do that blog justice. But today you are moving away. You are moving away from just anything you're feeling, anything you need to. You're moving away from the hurt, the pain, the frustration, where you weren't valued. Like, you're just moving away. You're moving away from it. You're taking that ore that she's holding on to. Like, you're taking your control of your situation. You're basically, what I'm hearing is you're taking matters into your own hands. I think that's the phrase I'm getting here. You're taking matters into your own hands, and you are moving in a direction that is taking you towards something positive. Okay. So whatever it is in your life that's negative, like you're finally taking matters into your own hands and you're moving away from it. So I feel like this is not fat. Well, okay. So yes. And for some of you, you might be making this decision suddenly, or you just decide to go. And for some people around you, it may feel like it's a fast decision, but it's really not. I feel like it's something you've been feeling coming, and you've just decided, and now it's go time. Like, now that you've decided, like, there's no reason not to go. And so for some of you, it may feel like this is quick, fast, but it's because you're ready. You're ready to let go of the fight. You're ready to get out of the contention. You're ready to move away from the energies that don't serve you. Like, you're moving on. You're moving away from, you're going towards. And that's what I'm getting for this card right here. It's not that you're really moving away from anything. It's more about where you're going. And you're going where there isn't going to be contention, where things don't have to be decided on a dime. You're going into more thoughtful energy where you can relax into what it is you want. So working diligently, being consistent, really getting rewarded for your consistent, concerted, intentional effort. And that's what you're moving towards, so that you can decide what it is you want. You can decide what you're wanting in your life, whether it's relationship, work, a work-life balance, life balance. Yeah, I feel like, yes, you're moving. And for many people looking from the outside, it's like, oh, she's moving away from, or he's moving away from, they're leaving. But really, you know, internally, you left a long time ago. Now it's time to move towards what it is you want, where you have the choice. And with all of these, I don't want to say negative cards, but I feel like with many, you know, the majority of these cards really are kind of the negative energies, or the downside, right? The positive is the moving forward. The positive is staying consistent and diligent. But, you know, a lot of those energies and things kind of happening, I don't want to say fast, because I feel like, you know, for you, it's not, it's fast. For maybe people looking around you, it's fast. But I do feel like it is swift energy coming in, going, okay, now it's time. Go. Make the move. Say the thing. Let it be known. It's time. It's time. It's time. I'm looking for a deck. I don't see. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there it is. All right. I want to just dig into this deeper. You're moving towards, you know, in this, you know, it could be what happens this week, that you start making the moves. You start making the choices and decisions. You start moving away from, you know, what doesn't feel good, what hasn't been working. But again, I feel like this is more this week moving towards something than really, because I feel like the moving away happened. Like, it happened a long time ago. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Darlene. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. Yeah, I think I got to pull it up. I didn't have the stool when I hung it, and I wasn't sure if what I hung it with was going to keep it. But thank you. I like it. I think I would think it would be too dark, except this room has no curtains on the window, so it's always really light in here. So I think we'll be okay with it. But yeah, guys, this week, today, you're moving towards something, some goal, some person, some situation. Like it's like you've already left emotionally, mentally. It's now maybe the physical moving that I'm feeling. Yeah, because you're healing that inner child. You're healing that part of you that says, I can't stay in the situation anymore because it's part of the old story. I'm not part of that old story anymore. I'm not who that old story was anymore. I'm healing, and I'm healing that part of me that says, I'm ready to move on. Yeah, because you're ready to come into joy and contentment. And that's what I feel like you're moving towards. So whatever it is, that's what I feel like you're moving towards. So this healing and this moving away and things really starting to take off for you, it's not because you haven't been ready. It's because now you're making, like, you've been doing the inner work, the mental and the emotional and the energetic, and now the physical. People are going to start seeing the movement. You're going to start making physical moves. Because it's all about coming into joy and contentment. You can't stay where you're not honored. You can't stay where you're not respected. Honestly, you can't stay where you've grown out of. Like, the people around you, they are who they are. It doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they are where they are, and you are not there anymore. You're the one that has to move on. You're the one that's been doing the healing, and now you're ready to step into your joy and contentment. You're ready. All right, the angels want to come in. The angels want to come in. Let's see what the angels have to say. Yeah, release the fear, embrace the love. So your angels are with you. So whoever your angels are, your team of guides, angels, ascended masters. For some of you, you know it's Archangel Michael, you know it's Archangel Raphael, it's Archangel Zadkiel, it's Archangel Ariel, it's Archangel Uriel. Like, they're all around you. So call in whoever it is you need to help release the fear and step into embracing the love, because that's what you're doing. You've grown out of the fear. You've grown out of that old story of I'm not going to be safe and stable if I change. I'm not going to be safe and stable if I go in the direction that feels good to me, that I do deserve, and I feel like I deserve, and I feel worthy, and I feel ready. And that's how you get to the joy and contentment. You're telling your energy, you're telling your team of guides, angels, ascended, you're telling yourself, your higher self, I'm ready. I'm ready to step into joy and contentment because I have grown out of that old story, those old fears, and I'm ready to step into the love. And I'm ready to step into the love. I'm ready to step into the love. Cynthia, call them in as often as you need. Call them in as much as you need. I actually did some meditating this morning, which is where the blog came from. If you guys, for those of you seeing this on the replay or seeing this live and have come in late, I talked about kind of the download that I got this morning that I'll be providing content for probably the rest of the week. Because it was big, and it's something I think we're all struggling with because we're all moving on. And I think that's why I'm getting the information now, right? Because that story's over. That story of not being worthy, that story of not able to love, that story of not feeling good enough to love, that story of feeling like you don't deserve love, like, you're moving away from that. So however that resonates in your life, that is the story you're moving away from. So the fear that's held you from taking the next step, and whatever that next step is for you, maybe that next step is putting yourself out there and finding most compatible soulmate. Maybe that next step is taking a step on that new career path, like whatever, however this resonates. Yeah. Practice allowing. This too shall pass. Could you let it go? Emotion. Yeah. You're in an emotional storm right now because you can feel the change, and you've been feeling the change. And this is what I've been feeling for you. Like many of you are now moving towards what is for you because you have been in this emotional storm where you've not been able to move. And I feel like that's why that was the first card that came out today, was that you're moving. And again, it's not that you're moving away. You've already, in your heart, in your mind, in your energy, you've already moved away. Now it's moving towards. So this emotional storm is what has been making you move. What is saying, I'm ready to move. So allow what is. Any obstacles or challenges or hurdles that you're going through right now, that's okay. It's part of that storm of the movement that's honestly trying to hold you back. That's trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you sane, trying to keep you in the same place, because the energies and the people and the situations around you don't want you to move. They don't want you to go anywhere. They want you to stay exactly where you are because you're beneficial to them, but you're not growing. You're not getting what you need. There's no balance. There's no exchange. You've been giving and giving and giving, and now it's time for you to receive. And you can only do that by going, by fighting for what you want, by working towards your goals and making the choices that you need to make for you. All right. Yeah, big message today. Big message. I think it's Monday. I think this is a good message for the rest of the week, but I will be back. But I and I wasn't going to do this message. So now I know why Spirit was like, nope, throw your hair up. Let's go. No makeup. Throw your hair up. Let's go. Figure out your glasses. Figure out how to see in the light. I got a new lighting system. I just got to get it figured out. Look, see, if I look at you the way I want to look at you, it just doesn't work. You can't see me and I look like an alien or some kind of... I'll figure it out. Or I won't. It's all right. What is the inspiration or motivation or help needed at this time with this message? Yep. Boom. All right. So we got two very different messages here. Yes and unlikely. So there it is. Yes and unlikely. Yes, it's time to move. Yes, you're being guided in the right direction. It's unlikely you're going to fail. It's unlikely. I don't even feel like that's the unlikely. The unlikely is more like, this unlikely is all about your free will choice. You can feel your inspiration. You can feel the impetus. You can feel the nudging that you're getting, like, being pushed from behind, go in this direction, go in this direction. And we have free will. And so Spirit is coming and giving you this unlikely card because you're afraid to go in the new direction. And they're trying to gently help you into the yes. So it's unlikely that it's going to fail. It's unlikely that all those bad, negative things that you're thinking are going to come to fruition. Yeah, and there's the card of timing, take action. So for those of you who are going, well, when is it going to happen? You've got to take the action, and there's your free will again. So if you're sitting back and going, I'm waiting, it's like, no, Spirit's like, no. What can you be doing to move this along? Do you need to reach out and network with someone? Do you need to let people know that what your plans are? Do you need to take a step on the direction for yourself? Like, what is it that you can do today for what you need, where you're going, where you're feeling you're being moving onto, right? What is it you can do to get you closer to the shore of where you're going? I'm really trying to get that to... You have to be a co-creator. You have to be a participant. So if you're someone going, well, I'm not meeting anybody, are you doing anything about it? Or, that job really didn't fall into my lap. Okay, go look for the job that will give you the promotion. Go look for the job that will give you the raise. Sometimes when we're not in a financial situation that we want to be in, how can we manifest that for ourselves? How can we make that happen in our own life? I talk to so many people who are like, I'm not getting a job, or I'm not getting the promotion. Well, are you working with a recruiter? Are you looking for something else? Especially if you've been somewhere for 10 years and you keep getting overlooked for that promotion, they're happy where you are. They're not going to give it to you. You have to give it to yourself by going in a new direction, finding that place of business or starting your own business that's going to give you the promotion, right? So this is my feeling today for you. Like, where are you that you need to take a step for yourself, even if it's just an energetic step? Take action, my friends. That is the one. As soon as you take action, that's the one. And if you don't know how, get information. Sometimes when we're trying to do something, we don't know what we don't know, especially if it's something new. I didn't know a lot when I started all of this. I didn't know what I didn't know. But you have to take a step, because then you get to the blessing. You do get to the right person. You do get to the right information. Like, when you put your energy out there and you say, Spirit, this is the way I want to go. Universe, this is the energy I'm putting out. Then they bring you the resource. They bring you the opportunity. They bring you the right person. They bring you what you need to know. It might be a YouTube video that pops up. It might be a book that shows up. It might be a person that shows up. But until you put that energy out there of this is the way I want to go, the universe can't match you. Can't bring you what you need. Especially if you're someone that's sitting there going, well, I'm waiting. You're going to get more waiting. That's how that works. You're putting out the energy of waiting. So you get more waiting. Or if you're like, I can't, or I'm not good enough, then you're going to get more of that. So where do you need to heal? That inner child that says, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve. You're welcome, Cynthia. So remember, it's all universal law. And when you're in the depths of despair, I know I'm hearing, how the F do I get out of that? And Cynthia says it, deep heart gratitude. Get into gratitude. That is exactly how it works. You put out gratitude for the smallest thing, especially if you're in the depths of despair and you're like, I don't have any flipping thing to be grateful for. What the flip is she talking about? I got up this morning. I had coffee this morning. Maybe it's the last pot of coffee in that bag of coffee grounds, but you got it. Because being grateful for what you have will get you more. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 12 hours today. So if it's not looking like there's much to look up to or look forward to, do something you enjoy. Be grateful for what you do have. And I'm going to be honest with you. If there's none of that, if there's nothing to be grateful for, there really isn't. If there's really nothing you can do right now, get some rest. When I was in my depths of despair and I had no money and I'd done my gratitude and I didn't know what else to do, I didn't want to bring down the energy, so I would take a nap or I would take a walk. I did a lot of walking. Those 6 months. I did a lot of walking. Thank God I was right next to a nature trail. And I did thank God for that. I did. That was one of my gratitudes. Like, I have this beautiful nature trail. All I got to do is walk out my door and walk maybe 25 yards and I'm on the trail. And I could walk for miles. Especially when I didn't know how I was going to put gas in the car or how I was going to, I had no home. I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment, 3 of us. I didn't know how I was going to take care of my kid. The $75 child support every week wasn't really cutting it. It was putting gas in my car so I could go put in applications, but I had to thank God for my mother. But I had no certification. I had no job. I had to go back to my old skill set of sales. I ended up selling cars for 1.5 years, guys. Didn't see that one coming, but it got me off that couch. So if you're in the depths of despair and you don't know what shore you're going to, get grateful for where you are or whatever is going well. And if you can't, or if you've done it and you don't know what else to do, get rest, get exercise. I took a lot of naps. I went to the library and read. It's where I discovered Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle. I was lost and I needed help. There wasn't anybody. My family had pretty much, at that point, I'd done this a couple of times, guys. I'd fallen on my face a couple of times. They were kind of done helping me. They were kind of at their wits' end. Like, why can't she get it flipping together? And now she's got a kid. So they gave what they could. They gave what they could. But they were as done as I was. So I know this is a hard month, especially if you don't have a lot of money and you've got kids. Or if you don't know how your situation is going to get better or how you're going to leave that abusive relationship. This is how you do it. You ask. You have faith. You get in gratitude. You heal that part of yourself that says, I don't deserve better. You heal that part of yourself that says, I'm not worthy. You heal that anger. You get out of criticism and judgment. You don't look at anybody else. You don't create drama anywhere else. You just go within. You go within and you say, where can I fix me? Where can I see I've made bad choices or I keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result? I got to do better. You can change your circumstance. You can draw in the resource, the opportunity. But you got to get honest with yourself. Where don't I feel like I deserve better? Why do I think what I have that's really, really negative, hurtful? Why do I feel like this is what I deserve? And even if you don't know how to do that, get into gratitude. 10 things every day for 21 days. 21 days is what it takes to change your brain pattern, how you think. 21 days, 10 things every day is as small or as big as you can make them. 10 different things. Feel it. Feel that gratitude. Thank God I had that last pot of coffee in my coffee bag, right? Thank God I've got $5 at the bottom of my purse. I can put gas in my car. Thank you, darling. Whatever your circumstance is, just be grateful for whatever you can find that is filling your cup up in some way. I'm going to be honest with you. It didn't take 21 days. I had that job about 2 weeks in. I finished the 21 days. Once you get into alignment, once you get into the flow, once you get into the energy in those higher frequencies, and gratitude shoots you right up there. Even if you're someone that is holding on to a lot of baggage, like you're like, I got a lot of hurt, I got a lot of anger. That gratitude journal can shoot you up and get you out of enough where you can then make bigger steps. But right now, you might just need a little step to really open things up, to get over that hurdle or that hump. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. So for those of you coming on late, I will be talking about narcissist empath relationship dynamic, what it's all about, why. I keep asking the question why. Spirit gave it to me today. So we're going to talk about three reasons, or three reasons why you've gotten into this dynamic, maybe more than once in your life. But that will, the block will be coming. And then if you're part of the relationship recovery portal, the full video will go in there. And then I might do like a hybrid video for YouTube. But I feel like that's where I'm going with that this week. I did the 12/12 portal. Take a look at that. And yeah. All right, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Oh, tomorrow night, we won't be doing Tarot Tuesday. I will actually be doing intuitive guidance mini readings in the subkit.com/guidance311 portal. You just have to register. It is $11.11 if you are not a member. If you're a member, it's free. If you want to become a member and then register for the free session. And then $11.11 if you're not a member, free if you're a member. And I'm going to do mini readings. There's only, I believe, 10 spots, just because in the hour and a half that we're together, I want to make sure everybody gets I call them mini readings, but they're pretty in depth. And I want to, everybody's going to get one. So I don't want to be there like all night. And so keeping that smaller. It's a smaller thing. Also, I did the December monthly. If you're a member, you can see the December monthly meditation. You just have to go into the post section and you will see that. So good morning, Dana. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. Lots going on. And I'm just sending you so much love and so many blessings. All right. Have a good rest of your day and talk to you soon. Sorry, Rachel, you're coming on last minute, honey. And actually, this was a general reading, so go back and watch the replay. There may be something there for you, all right? So please, hashtag replay if you watch the replay, or hashtag resonated. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your Monday. We'll talk soon.